What's up, YouTube? I got a fun and amazing tool to show you guys today, and the best thing about it is that you can try this out today without any complicated installs. You might remember about 2 years ago there was a tool called Toonify that gave you the ability to turn yourself into a Disney character simply by combining your portrait with any Disney character, or any stylized picture for that matter. You could even characterize yourself using this app, and its results are nothing short of stunning. Well, they made some improvements. The app I'm going to show you today is called Vtoonify, and if you haven't caught on yet, the V stands for video.
What?
And man, this thing produces some great results, and it's super quick too when you compare it to some other programs out there that perform a similar function like TPSM, which I did a tutorial on. With Vtoonify, you can do a style transfer from a 2D image to a video. So you can grab that 2D image of a cartoon and then transfer it onto your talking head video so you can make a cartoon of yourself. The tool I'm going to show you today can only use their preset styles because it's an online version, but I'll come out with a local install where you can use your own style images for reference, and then it'll be a lot faster as well. So this tool can produce a high definition video in the fraction of the time it takes TPSM to do it, and it does a better job at it. So man, pretty cool, right? All right, so let's jump right into this. So just click on the link in my description for the Hugging Face site for this portrait style transfer Vtoonify, and you'll be met with this right here. And looking at this, let's look at it here. So step one, let's just choose the style. So for the online version, you have to choose their styles, but if you had the local install, you can actually choose your own styles. But so we have these to choose from. So I'm going to choose cartoon one, beautiful, for this one. And first we'll do an image because it could still do image to image, and then we'll do a video. So let's check this out here. Click on cartoon one, then load the model, and look here, it only takes like 7 seconds, and then that part is done. Cool. So let's look at step two. And in step two, it's saying here, well, actually, let's try an image first. So let's just grab an image. All right. So I'm going to drag this image in here, and then we're going to have to crop it to the size that it wants. So click on the edit button, and we want it to look just like this girl right here, which kind of does. If you don't remember this picture, it was actually created from my advanced MidJourney tutorial, and it was a photorealistic picture of a redhead girl. And if you want to see what that looks like in a bigger picture, I'll show you right now. But once you get it here, click on edit, and then we just got to rescale a little bit to look like that picture right here on the left. I'm going to pull this up a little bit, and that's enough. So I'm going to click on rescale image now, and that takes about 7 seconds as well. So everything here is pretty damn quick, and voila, it's done. So now all we got to do, scroll to the bottom in step 3. So we're going to do the image first and just click Toonify, and you could actually increase the style of the degree. So if you want it to be super like cartoony, go all the way up.
Never seen this before.
So we're just going to leave it at what it is now and try it out. And the estimated time is 10 seconds, and that is pretty quick for a tool like this. Should have it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. So we got a Disney character version of this girl, and that was pretty cool. So now let's make a video of something similar. So let's grab a video and throw it into the video portion here. So I'm going to grab a video of Bella Porch and just drag it right in there. And so the dimensions are almost usable, but let's actually click this button right here where it says rescale first frame, and that will do it. That will rescale it for us. So it did it pretty quick, and sometimes the video doesn't rescale, and if you read here at the top, there's a solution to the error with no face detected, and it says to keep on trying it, or it says something else. You can try several times or use other images until the face is detected. So that one I don't get. Maybe they're talking about for the actual image to image, but I don't know. Cool, now that's in there, we're just going to click on rescale video, and then it's going to reproduce it over here. So this is just the preview, the first frame, to show that it can do it. And so now it's going to rescale the video, and once that's done, that only takes 10 seconds. Oh, take a little bit longer, but that's still pretty quick for a 12-second video. All right, so it's done. So let's scroll down a little bit, and over here at the bottom right, let's click on Vtoonify. So that's video Toonify. Take about, for a 12-second video, take about like a minute or less. But that's super quick. TPSM and the other one, DFBGAN, or I forgot what it was, but it would take like 30 minutes for a 1-minute video, which was insane. This will only take about 30 seconds to a minute for a 12-second video. That is pretty nice. So for a 1-minute video, it'll probably take 2 to 3 minutes, and it'll be a lot quicker on your if you had the local install. So this is a little bit slower because it's online, but it's still pretty fast. All right, not as fast as last time, but still pretty good. It took 120 seconds to get our 12-second video, which is pretty fast for this type of technology because you're actually doing an image to image for every single frame. For a video like this, 12 seconds is about almost 200 frames. So it's doing 200 frames in 2 minutes, which is crazy. Here we got our final result, and just click play. And that's pretty amazing. And there's something weird going on with her eye there, but it's still pretty good. One thing you notice too, you can't really see it in this one, but the teeth come out a little weird. But that looks pretty good. So this is the original here. I forgot to show you the original, so let's look at it. And this is the cartoon version. It looks pretty nice, right? So let's right click on it and let's actually save the video, and that's how you can grab it off from there. And then so I'm going to save it on my desktop, but you can save it wherever you want. And okay, so now we have that video. Let's try and up some of the style degrees or change some of the parameters up here. So let's try something else this time. Let me see what I want to do here. Let's try Pixar. Yeah, let's try Pixar. So click on Pixar. Click load model, and that'll says it's going to take like 13 seconds. So once that's done, we can just click on Vtoonify again and see what that video gives us. All right, so cool. All right, so let's click on Vtoonify and then wait about 2 minutes or 1 minute and see what it does. So it's done now, and it took about the same time, about 2 minutes for this 12-second clip to process. And let's check it out. Immediately, you can tell her eyes are a lot bigger. So I guess that's the Pixar style. Pretty cool stuff. But let's actually try something else now. Let's do the Disney one again, but this time we'll do the cartoon one, which is like the Disney princess. And then we're gonna go ahead and load that model, and it shouldn't take long. Just wait for this to go there and you're good. And then now go back down here, and then I'm gonna increase the style degree. So I'm gonna put the style degree. So that's weird. I had to like kind of type it in. It wouldn't let me like slide this. So I don't even know if it's gonna work, but let's try it out. See if it's different from the first one. By the way, if you like this type of content and think this technology is great, just click on the thumbs up button so the YouTube algorithm will know to share it with others. Also, if you like getting a heads up on the new AI tech that comes out and would like to see more demos and tutorials, just click on the subscribe button. All right, so it's done, and it took just a little bit longer. It took about 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and I guarantee you when other people see this tool, it's going to get pretty slow. So the local install is going to be a must, but let's take a look at the quality, which isn't very good. So it kind of blurred everything, and I don't even know if I was supposed to be able to enter stuff here. The slider wouldn't work. It wouldn't let me use it, so I put the number in manually. But as you can see, it kind of ruined it. But I've done other ones in the past with the caricature, and it came out a little bit better than this. And also, this is still usable. You can actually use my upscaling video to fix this because it uses GFP-GAN at the same time. All right, I want to show you something real quick. And I'm going to show you how to use an image that doesn't want to be used. So this image here is an image of Asmongold, the streamer. And for some reason, it doesn't want to separate all the things in the background with his face. So it won't detect it. And it just like keeps loading and loading and loading, or it errors out. So instead of doing that, you could actually make some adjustments to the picture, and I'm going to show you how to do it within like 10-20 seconds, so it won't be a problem. And you just throw it back in here so it can get detected. So in the video description, you'll see a link for an app called Relight. You don't even have to sign in for this app. You just drag in the picture here. You can't do HD unless you have the paid version, but let's try it right now. All right, so I'm dragging it in, and in my advanced MidJourney tutorial, I said it was HD, but it's not. It's SD unless you have the paid version or signed in. So I'm going to downscale and continue in SD version. And then I'm going to erase all the existing lights. There's a green light, a red light that's lighting it up right now. So right here, there's a little trash can symbol at the bottom. Just keep clicking that till they're all gone. Now I'm going to click on the ambient light, or actually the color here, and I'm going to change it to white. And so this is going to brighten it up and separate him from the background. And then I'm going to now just remove the background. So I'm going to click on background here and then click on transparent, the box over here to the right. Boom, it's gone. All I got to do now is just download it, and I could use that in our Vtoonify. So let's go back in here, and we're going to drag that picture in here. All right, so dragging that picture we got from Relight, and then click on the edit button, and then just crop it in so it looks like the girl on the left here, this girl right here. I'm going to move it just a little bit, pull the bottom up just slightly, and I think that looks good. It looks like a passport photo. Now click on rescale image, and it should only take about 10 seconds, and we could use this image. So this is how to make it work if it doesn't want to detect the face, and it's usually because of the background. And this only works for images. I mean, there is a way to do it for video to mask out the back, but I don't know if it's free anymore. You used to be able to do it through Runway ML, Project Runway ML. They had like a free version where you can actually do this to an entire video, which is a pretty powerful tool. You could green screen the background of a moving object, that's crazy. AI is insane. All right, so we got it now. So we rescaled the image. So let's go down here and click on Toonify, and we'll put it up a little bit. Oh, I forgot to load the character model. Let's do, what do we want to do here? Let's do Cartoon 5 Handsome right there, and load the model. All right, that took about like 9 seconds. Scroll down to the bottom for step 3. since we skipped steps and went back. And the style degree, we can play with it now. So I think this will be okay to play with. We won't break it like that last one. So we'll bring it up to 0.85 and then we'll Toonify him. See what it comes up with. See if it makes Asmongold proud. Okay, 10 seconds. All right, so this is our final result, and it took a little bit longer than it was supposed to. It took 40 seconds. It was only supposed to take 6, but you got to remember there's other people in the queue that might be taking longer. And it doesn't. How is this the handsome version? It looks like a female version, and I think it's the hair that's tricking it, but it came up with this. It's pretty funny. There you go. The cartoon version of Asmongold is apparently a girl with a smiley. All right. Yeah, that's our result. Pretty nice, right? Okay, cool. So that's how you fix those types of issues if it's not detecting the face. But for video, I don't know. It actually just says to keep trying again, try again later. But it also says some other thing that you can try several times until the image face is detected, then switch back to an original image. But I don't know what that means. It may be somebody that's smarter than me could figure that out. All right, so I'm going to show you one that won't take. So I tried to rescale the first frame on this video, and it won't do it. And it's been 50 seconds, almost a minute now, and it hasn't done just that first image frame. All right, so I finally got it to work, and I had to do quite a bit to it. So I had to do some post-processing and lighten up the room itself and his face, and then crop it in myself, and then throw it back in here. And then when I did the rescale first frame, it didn't work a couple of times. And then finally, when I got it to work, I just kept clicking on rescale video, and I did it about 6 times, and it came in. I don't even know what's the problem here, but I guess that's what this means. It means nonsense, that you just got to keep trying like weird stuff until it works. I'm sure the local install will do a lot better at detecting the faces, but that's one of the ways you can fix it, is by lightening up the face and cropping the background. It might have just been luck, but I'm not sure. When I tried it with the yellow video, it didn't work. So I made some changes to it and it took it. But let's try this out and see what we get. So I'm going to click on Vtoonify. All right, let's see what we got here. It looks like it turned Asmongold into an alien. He got these big buggy eyes, juju eyeballs. Look at it. All right, so that's how to do this online, and it's as simple as drag and drop. And unfortunately, you can't use your own style photo on the online demo version, but you can do that on the local version. And I'll make a tutorial for that coming up shortly. But man, this tool is pretty amazing. And a couple months back, like AI had a hard time translating styles onto an image, and now it can do it to entire videos. I actually have another video coming up on Absinthe, so you can stylize the entire scene of the video. The person, the background, everything will be stylized. And it doesn't have to be like a face or like a particular image. It's just kind of like a style of something. This tool is limited to faces, so that would be a pretty cool tutorial after this one. I have to point out that the algorithm for this tool is pretty amazing. I mean, you compare it to other things like TPSM and the other one, the DAFGAN or whatever it is. This thing is a lot more advanced than those things. I mean, a lot of the models here are moving quickly side to side, looking away, and if you did that in the other tools, it would completely fall apart and be incoherent. Keep in mind, this is not the local install, so on the online version, as well as MidJourney and other AI art tools and things that are online, don't put your face on there unless you're willing to just kind of lose that picture and have it go into the Ethernet, because you never know where it's going to end up. And then people get your picture, they do whatever they want with it. So just keep that in mind. If it's not a local install, I mean, that stuff's out there. So I just wanted to share this cool tech with you, and I'm excited to see what this holds for the future. We'll probably look back at this 6 months from now or a year and be like, remember when we could only animate and stylize faces, and now we could fully animate our own CG cutscenes for our indie video game that we're developing? That would be really cool. I mean, imagine that. Imagine putting the power into the gamers' hands so they can develop their own games with AI. I mean, the creativity that will bring out the passion projects in an industry that's currently dominated and manipulated by pay-to-win games driven by hype and corporate interests.
700万ぐらいは
I'm excited to see where this is heading with tools like this and the potential that it has to correct a lot of things that are stuck behind big corporations and paywalls. It's not just about what you can see now, but what you can see in the future. So you might not be so excited to see something less than perfect with the renders, but think about where this is heading and where this could go. Take MidJourney version 1, for example. It wasn't that amazing, but people were losing their minds because they knew where this was heading. And eventually it became version 4. And version 4 was realized, and it went further than people have even ever imagined. It was like, it kind of overshot people's expectations. And I really thought that this was like 5 years into the future, and it was technically, I think it was like 3 months from version 1 to 4, maybe 4. And it changed by leaps and bounds and just kind of overshot everyone's expectation. It was kind of like witchcraft. If you didn't get to be part of that revolutionary shift from version 1 to version 4 on MidJourney, well, maybe now's your chance to get that feeling, because there's a similar AI art tool called Blue Willow that works on Discord exactly how MidJourney works. And it has some pretty amazing results already, and it's only in version 1. And it's currently free. You don't even have to download or install anything. If you already have Discord, you're just basically clicking on a Discord link or going to their site and requesting to get into the beta, and then they'll give you a link. And that's basically it. Then you'll get in and you can start prompting and creating images free. All right, so the end screen of this video will have a link to the Blue Willow video, and I'll leave it in the video description as well. Now I'm going to start working on the tutorial for the local install of this tool so you can have a faster experience with more functionality and the ability to use your own pictures for reference styles. I'll also leave you with a collection of some of the videos I produced for this tutorial using Vtoonify at the very end. For everyone that made it to the end of this video and everyone subscribed, I thank you so much for being interested. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up so the algorithm knows to share with other people who might like this type of content. Again, thanks for watching and have fun with this new tool.
Thank you for watching, and as always, sayonara, aloha, hafa adios, zaijian, alvida, annyeong, pa el lam, and please come again.
Emma Stone looks like she smells like cat piss. Okay.
Go! I lost you once. I think I can do it again. You thought it's what you really wanted? It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. We're gonna have to work at this every day, but I want to do that because I want you.
What easy way? There is no easy way. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt.
Is Super Circle making me mad? I'm not actually. I am perturbed.
The texture of Dungeness crab, that's so stringy and silky, so sweet.
I guess that's what I'm really trying to say here today. Sometimes it's okay to eat your feelings.
It's just fun.
Okay.
And I love Santa Claus.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but you do know about Santa, right? You do know that.
Are they forming the investigations, and is the media covering this in a way as though
Spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here.
What easy way? There is no easy way. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt.
Was that you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.